Hey everyone, have you ever seen videos where text goes behind the person? It's a really cool effect that they use in a whole bunch of Instagram videos and that kind of thing, and it can really take your video to the next level. Today, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that in Adobe After Effects. I'm going to take a stock video and we're going to put some text behind it. All right, let's get started. When you open it up, you're going to see a screen like this. You're going to hit on New Project up here in the corner. And then we're gonna hit New Composition. Here we can set the width and height to be whatever we want, or we could select a preset. I'm just gonna select UHD over here, and I'm going to set the frame rate to what the video that I shot at was. Actually, I'm using a stock video, but it's 25 frames per second, so we'll hit OK. And now we have our composition here. What we're gonna do now is import our video. Simply find your video and drag and drop it in here. And from here, we can add it into our composition down here just by dragging and dropping. Now we're gonna wanna have two layers of this track. So we're gonna hit Command D on our keyboard, and we're just gonna go here and rename this top one. You might also wanna change the color. I'm gonna make it red just to stay organized here. And what we're gonna do is make sure we double click it so that this layer is open. And we're gonna go up here and select the Roto Brush tool. Now, once that's selected, we're gonna find a point in our clip. I'll do this point over here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just draw everything that we wanna have included in our tracked clip. So I want his leg, I want his whole body. Perfect. That kind of selected it, but we have to adjust it here. You can hold Option to erase anything that was selected by mistake. You want to make it as perfect as possible. It's okay if it's slightly off. Awesome. Now we just want to select the ball. Alrighty, that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to hit the space bar to render it out. So we'll let the full video play through, let it fully render out, and it's going to track the movement of the object that we selected. So we hit the space bar. You can see it's tracking the object. I'm not even going to use that much of the clip. We really only want to use 3 seconds of it. So we're going to drag this here to the 3-second mark. And let's just make sure everything is perfect. Yes. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the tracking so far. We're going to hit freeze right over here. And we see that it's creating the mask now. It's freezing up the frames. This may take a second, so just let it do its thing. Now it's rendering out the full clip, but we're really only using 3 seconds of it. It's okay. If we want to lengthen it in the future, we have some more space to work with. Obviously, you can make this as long as you like. It doesn't really matter. Perfect. Now we can go back to our composition just by switching the tabs up here. Now we see that this has refined edges and everything under the effects. We're going to just minimize that so it doesn't use as much space. We can minimize that as well. So now we have our two tracks. We see that we have our tracked track and we have our regular track. Now in between these two tracks, we want to now add text. So we could select the text tool up here and just start typing. Boom. That looks pretty good. We're going to take this, just use the select tool over here and move it. Make it a little bit bigger. If you hold shift, then it lets you resize without it getting all messed up. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna just change this to a different color. I'll make it yellow just to keep things organized. And we're gonna just drag and drop this to be in between the tracked clip and the bottom clip. Now we can already see if we hit play, boom, it is perfectly tracked. Look at that. So cinematic, so cool. Now all you gotta do is export it. So the way that I like to do it is through Media Encoder. It gives you more options, and just in general, I prefer it. So we could go here to File, select Export. We could do Add to Adobe Media Encoder Queue. You select that, and you see that Media Encoder is now opening. If you give it a second, you see that it gets put over here. We could just change the output file to be in any location. I'll just put it on the desktop, and I'll hit Save. I already exported this just for fun. That's okay, we'll replace it and we'll hit the play button here. Now you just give it a second and it exports. And you can see what's rendering out here. Perfect, it's done. Now if you go to your desktop, you see the video right here. Look at that. Look at that. Now you can pop that into Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, whatever you use to edit, add it as part of your video, and boom, there you go. You leveled up your video, and it was that easy. Anyways, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I hope you're gonna use it in your videos. It's honestly such a sick effect. I see it used so often on my like Instagram Reels and that kind of thing, and it looks so clean. Now you know how to do it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. I have a lot of content with equipment, tutorials, that kind of stuff when it comes to video and photo. If you're interested, do consider checking it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.